life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Good afternoon, softball fans. Welcome to the 2 o'clock time slot. This is game 25 of the under-16 girls under-16 girls state championships here in Toowoomba. We have got Redcliffe taking on Townsville. Townsville won the toss, elected to field first. They have got Ashland Island pitching to Jaylee Sherwood. First base is Peyton Baker. Second base is Kira Pierce. Third base, Zara Flegler, and shortstop is Georgie Goodman. In the outfield, left to right is Mason Renitz. Center field is Ramsey Wright, and right field is Aaron Borison. On the bench is Sarah O'Callaghan and Bridie Jenkins. Last of the warm-ups occurring. We are all set to get underway here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've been enjoying the action as much as we have. Even if you haven't, just like and subscribe anyway. How about that?
Do it. Just do it.
Costs nothing to do it. Helps us go a long way. We'd love to bring you all these state titles and a few nationals while we're at it. And that is Inside Football 1.
Isabella King starting off with the sticks here for Redcliffe.
in the dirt there for a 2-0 count. Absolutely beautiful afternoon down here. Lovely and cool in the shade. Love coming up here for softball. And that is ripped, but it's gone foul down third base side. Do my best to get these switches a bit better than the last game.
So Bella King, another one of our experienced players. This is in her 7th state championships.
Oh, and she gets that
And-
one in the back.
Yeah.
But she will shrug it off. These ladies are tough. That won't worry her. She'll take first base.
Lily Austin will step in behind her. Look to push her around.
Just a, oh,
Drops
that's a
that
beautiful
short.
bunt. That's foul though. Picked up by the catcher behind the plate. The plate is fair territory, but anything behind it is foul. Just a shout out to our scorers and managers out there for getting us the lineups. Makes our job a lot better. We try and do our best with the commentary. We are pretty rubbish at it, let's be honest. But having the lineups, getting an idea, it's hard to see the girls from centre field.
Again, tries to push that one short.
Oh, a bit of a late run on the steal, but got there in the end. King gets through. Well, we got an unofficial voluntary commentator coming in. Just stepped across to the right here.
Yeah.
No! Just Ipswich assistant coach. We won't call her because she is coaching the tournament, but we might hit her up for the 14s or something maybe.
No rest for the wicked.
Yeah. Oh, she wants to be paid for it too. Jeez.
Hey, I don't get paid for this. How come she does? And it goes through for a ball.
Just after we were giving you a shout out too, Jess, for your 23 and Open Women's Championships earlier this year. Hello. Jess Rody here with us. Jessica Nicole, tell ya. Up and away. That is ball 4. So Redcliffe, smart batting early here. Runners on 1 and 2, and that will bring in Bella Taylor-Rose.
Saw Bella with some great form with the bats against Toowoomba yesterday.
Big chop, but can't get any purchase on that one. That is strike 1.
That was
in the
my
end.
fault, I jinxed.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'd say Ashland Island would be saying that's her fault. She pitched a good pitch.
It
but
was a
hey,
good pitch.
you going to take credit off her? You go right ahead.
Yeah, why not? We already know about my pitching skills.
Absolutely. And skies that one. It's going to go foul over the back fence and down the hill. Sue Clatcher and Jamie Reed are your 2 umpires here for this clash. And that is a bomb out towards left field.
Oh,
great
just through the
effort.
glove.
But it's going to open the account for Redcliffe, maybe with 2 runs. Ball kicks
Oh,
away.
are they going to get her?
They get her?
They
Yes,
did.
they did. Says
Great
the
play
umpire.
from Townsville there in the end.
But 2-run sack. Does it count as a sacrifice? It's just a 2-run. So we have another look here. First runner comes through. This ball kicks away from the cut, and Pitcher picks it up, fires it across. Oh, I reckon I'll let you guys decide at home if you think she was out or not.
In the dirt for a ball against Emily English, who's stepped in next.
We'll say not a lot of sliding happening there. I think a good slide could have
Yes,
helped
come
her
on,
go
girls.
a long way.
You know, we've been calling for the slides and the dives.
There's 2 teams that I'm going to shout out for their great sliding, and that is Redlands and Ipswich. They are happy to get in the dirt when necessary and also when not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Unnecessary dives. The
Look,
Redlands girls will tell you all about them.
I say to these young players, put it out there, get in the dirt, make your managers do a bit more work with the washing. So 1-1 is the count. Watches that one float across the top of the zone for a
Nice
called
pitch.
strike.
Yeah.
Ball 1, strike 2. And over too high, that one.
Yeah, just missing on the top of the
Ball.
zone. And gets a piece of that
Grounds
up
it
the
up
third
to
base.
third. It throws it across. Oh, little bit off target. Still got to block it.
Yeah, good job
First
from
baser.
first base coming off there for that one.
Have another look at that one.
We have talked about that a little bit over the course of this tournament. First bases not committing to the stretch too soon, so they can block those throws.
Who's into bat?
Marley McGee steps in.
And is in the dirt for ball 1.
Moves English around.
So runner on 2. Only 1 out here for Townsville. They'd love to roll a double here.
Up high.
Up and high, ball. So 2-0 is the count. Up and away for another ball. 3-0 becomes the count. So just falls behind a little bit here, does Ashlyn Island. Got Jaylee Sherwood behind the plate. See if she can call her back in here. Smart batting so far though from the Redcliffe McGee. Oh, lovely comeback pitch there for a called strike.
So 3 balls, 1 strike now here for Marley McGee.
Shoots that one. It's going to go foul up third baseline though.
So Ireland doing a great job here, has come back from 3-0 to load up the count against McGee.
So full count now. Oh, that's a great pitch on a full count, but it's going to go foul. An absolute bomb out to left field.
Yeah. She did a great job with that. Ireland threw that up and in at the hands, but dispatched it down that foul ball line.
Yeah, she was able to get in front of it. So those inside pitches, you really got to hit them a long way out in front to get good purchase on it. So she did well, gets the bat speed around early. Count remains full. And again, oh, good pickup on the third base. She fires it across. Oh, almost on the bounce again. Well blocked, just couldn't quite take it. I think even if she got it cleanly, she might have beaten it on the run.
I think she went to hold up the runner, just gave McGee enough time to get there.
See it on the replay here. It was well grabbed, and she did. She held the runner up, but just couldn't quite get the throw out of the hand.
Yeah, but speed from McGee, I think you're right. I think she probably was going to get there.
And that will bring in Lily Evans. She has bombed that out towards left field, but it's going to go foul. Great effort out and left to try and get to that. Got a lefty out and left.
Handy, literally.
Strike 1 is the count nonetheless. Runners on either side of town for Redcliffe. That is skied shallow. It's going to land short of centre. 2, 3 will come home. She did hold up on the fly, but it wasn't going to get to centre field. And fast start here for Redcliffe. Not dissimilar to what Redlands did in the first innings against the switch.
So
Yet a little less chaotic.
yeah, runners on 1 and 2 here. Layla Spooner up next for Redcliffe.
Infield fly rule is on with only 1 out. Up and over the top of the zone, ball 1. Too high, confirms plate umpire Sue. Top of the first, still Townsville need 2 outs. It's forced to 3, a great opportunity. Oh, good effort.
Foul
Is that foul?
ball,
It is
yeah.
foul. Good call there by Sue. Have another look at that one. Great movement there by the third baser. And I think the only thing that stopped it getting it was the fact it was foul.
Yeah, Flegler does cover that base well.
1 and 1 at the count here. Runners on 1 and 2. This is, sorry, it is Spooner, isn't it? Batter's box, isn't it?
Yep.
That one gets away. Runners are going to advance. Gets rid of that force. Makes it a little bit harder for Townsville to roll the double.
I'll tell you what, with the speed that McGee took off then, I think she was taking that steal no matter what.
Yeah, was not backwards and going forwards.
And
Oh, what
that
a
is
shot. That's out to left.
through
Over
the gap.
head. That's another one. Are we going to have 2 in? No, she turned and stopped.
She held.
I wonder if it was coach or she was running fairly casually. Whether she's conserving energy, got an injury, not too sure. But it definitely wasn't full pelt there. See there, she's taken off and just strolled across the third, but couldn't go any further.
But Chloe Finn now, first base open, runners 2 and 3.
Does that make it 5-0, I believe, the runner coming in? No, it's 4-0. Chloe Finn in the batter's box. 1 away here for Townsville. That is well inside. Dodges it nicely there for a ball. Up and outside for another ball. Just falls behind a little bit in the count here. 3-0, I believe. We'll get confirmation from Sue, hopefully. Let's see what the call is. I'm not going to get it. It might be 2-0. It's either 2-0 or she hasn't given us a call. Either way, we're a bit silly here in the commentary box. It's 2-ish. Ground ball, again, foul. Third base is getting absolutely hammered so far. So that's... Who is that up third? Sorry?
Zara Flegler.
Zara Flegler has her work cut out for her. 2 and 1, I believe they just called. Apologies for that. That was my fault.
Stop distracting me.
Too excited watching the game. You sort of forget you got a job to do. Up and over. Now it's 3-1. We just predicted the future. That's what happened. Twilight style.
I feel like Island's coming for you next.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
3-1 the count.
We've seen her come back.
Chloe Finn in the batter's box. And goes for it and again goes foul. Again well stopped.
So Flegler definitely getting some practice.
That inside pitch working very nicely for Ireland.
Oh, sorry, apologies. I think we have had a fielding change already in Townsville from what I had written down, so I'll check that for you momentarily. Meanwhile, takes a walk up to first.
Does make it a little bit easier for Townsville to roll a double here with that walk. So the loaded bases now. I'm going to blame Townsville scorer Steve, just because why not?
I think Sherwood's actually over there on third base. Is that a 13 on the back of the shirt?
Yeah, well, according to this, yeah, it is. 13 is the back of the shirt. So it looks like 50 is catching. Might be.
We'll check that out and get back to you. Meanwhile, was that a ball or a strike?
I don't know. I was trying to work out who was catching. And in the dirt for a ball.
No, strike.
Strike. Why would you say ball? It was clearly a strike. What did you do?
Well, I don't know. You're not watching. Could you just pay attention?
No. We're too busy watching the game.
1-1.
Right?
See, it was all over it. I don't know what you were thinking.
1-1, top of the 1 out. We've got no idea if that's correct. Ball gets away. Four 0 so far for Redcliffe with only one out.
Has a swing.
Swings at that one in the dirt. Been a little bit disappointed with that one, but still in there and still fighting. So ball, I think it's 2 and 2. I think the umpire just signaled 2 and 2. We are a hot mess in this game so far.
Yep.
Apologies to all the Redcliffe and Townsville fans out there.
Sad thing is, I caffeinated between this game and the last one.
Oh,
so
you really have no excuse then?
Well, I've had to take on an extra job.
Oh.
The scorers abandoned us.
2 and 2 in the dirt, and that'll be ball
yeah,
4, and on loaded bases, that will cause another run in. Unfortunately, that is number 60 catching, I'm going to say. So it looks like we've had some changes here. 60 is catching for Townsville, so Georgie. And shortstop is number 20. This is Kira. Second base is, looks like a 12. Ashland Island? Oh, no.
Oh, so Peyton's pitching. Dear Lord.
17 is pitching. Oh my God, I apologise. It is we've been given the wrong lineup.
Yeah, I think we've been given an earlier one. We'll get back to
Grounded.
that.
Oh, what a pickup by the shortstop.
Oh,
Goes
and
for the
this is
tag.
the
Did
tag.
she get it?
No.
Oh, great effort. Unfortunate though. Yeah, so pitching is number 17. So that's Peyton Baker pitching.
Yeah, sorry, Peyton.
Oh, and the play's still going. Another overthrow. Oh dear, the wheels are falling off a little bit for Townsville. Like to see time being called here by the Townsville coach. Just break up the momentum a bit. He's calling his centre fielder in. And a ground through second base for the second out there. Good work from Townsville. So they're 2 down now. We'll in the break of innings, we'll work it out. We might even have a change in commentary. Because anyone can do better than what we're doing right now. So number 28 for Redcliffe in the batter's box now. Oh, that is a bomb of a hit. Oh, great catch. And that will retire the side. We're going to head into the bottom of 1. Redcliffe leading Townsville 7-0. As we head into the bottom of 1, let's go through the Townsville lineup. Pitching is Emily English. Catching is Lily Evans. First base covered by Marley McGee. Second base is Layla Spooner. Third base is Who's third base? Lily Austin. And shortstop is Isabella King. In left field is Addison Wilkie. Centre field is Bella Taylor Rose. And right field is Chloe Finn. Got Mackenzie Emerson, Leilani Marlowe, and Sierra Welsh on the bench. And I've kicked Wheezy out of the commentary because she needs to sort out her scoring. It's terrible. But we've got a guest commentator here from Ipswich under-16s, just coming off a couple of earlier games. This is Emily. Welcome, Emily. Hi, how you going? Good. So, I didn't turn Emily's mic on, I apologise. How have you been enjoying the tournament so far?
It's been really fun. I've loved my team and getting to know people and coaches that I haven't had before.
Oh, so you got a couple of new coaches. What are your
Yeah.
coaches' names?
Ben and Ty?
Ben and Ty. All right, are they giving you enough game time? That's the first question.
Yes.
Yeah? Yep. So we saw you pitch a little bit earlier on today. So you've been working very hard on that as we have a bunt go foul. Been doing a lot of pitching? Or?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is that your main position?
No, my main position's first base.
Nice and tall for first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think everyone loves first. I love first base.
Yeah.
Never get to play it though.
I love stretching for the ball.
Yes, yep. So, although when it's thrown to your chest, it's always a bit nicer too, I think.
Yeah.
And you're also doing some work with Softball Queensland on a youth council, is that right?
Yes, I am.
So, what sort of stuff do you have meetings? What sort of stuff do you try and discuss?
So about maybe once a month we have a teams meeting
Oh, yeah.
and we discuss change that can happen, and it gives a voice for the youth of Queensland to improve the sport and make it better.
Oh, that's awesome. I believe one of our other guest commentators, Hoyter, is on that panel as well. Is that right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So he commentated with us at the 23 Men's Nationals. As we just have a check, it is 1-1 at the count here, 1 out for Townsville. You see the pitch come in. That's a lovely low outside called strike. Right. Now, I have to admit, I didn't think the grounds were going to look this good. Did you see any photos of it earlier this week?
No, I have not.
No, it was absolutely underwater as we see that play. Good out there for the second out. As we have a look at the replay of that. Obviously we're based here on Diamond 1. You've only played a couple of games here today. The outfield looks quite long. The grass looks quite long.
Yeah, I noticed that in warm-up.
Yeah, so to make it a bit harder, do you think for your outfielders to try and...
I feel like it slows down the ball a lot when there's a ground ball hit to outfield.
Oh, so that I suppose is probably good when you're fielding, not so much when you're batting. Have you had a few hits with the sticks so far this weekend?
Yeah, I have. I've done a few good bunts as well.
Oh, so you got a bit of... I did notice that Ipswich have got a fair bit of short game happening with bunts and slaps.
Yeah.
Have you worked on that a lot in your training?
Yes, we have.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you have any more tournaments coming up, or is this your main one for this year?
I'm umpiring at the under-14s state titles coming up.
Oh, that's in 2 weeks up in Redcliffe. We'll be there as well.
Yeah.
Are you going for any levels as part of that?
I'm getting pre-assessed for my level 3s.
Oh wow, level 3. All right. Now you've just triggered that. I can pick your brains about all the rules because I don't know them very well. I was an umpire maybe 20 years ago, and I think the rules have changed a lot since then. One thing we have seen a little bit of is the illegal pitches. Is that something that you have to look out for in your level 2s and 3s?
Yes, it's something that you should always look out on.
Yeah. So I think there was one, the pitcher, they quick pitched, I think it is. What do you know what the... So we see that one go foul up first baseline. Is there any rules around that sort of thing when you're doing pitching?
You should wait a certain amount of time between pitches, 2 seconds.
Yep.
And so then it gives the batter a little bit of time to like set up, and so you're not just pitching and pitching and pitching.
It gives them a chance to sort of get ready. And that is a great called third strike. Love the throw out there from the plate umpire Sue Clatcher. So we're going to head into the top of 2. Redcliffe looking to extend that 7-0 lead. Heading in to the top of 2, we've got Emily English in the batter's box. You played against her a little bit?
Yeah, I've played against her a few times at like regionals and when she played for ACT. And I've also versed her a few times in under 16s comps like this.
So were you playing for Queensland? She was playing for ACT?
Yes, I was.
Nice. Was that the most recent one down in Melbourne or the year before?
The year before
Year
that.
before. So what's she like? Is she a tough batter? Is she more of a fielder?
She's a very good pitcher.
Very good pitcher, right?
She's a good batter as well.
Don't often get to see that, especially if the players get older. The more they pitch, the less they tend to bat. As we see Emily take a walk. That will bring in Marley McGee. Is that right? Scorer. Marley McGee in the batter's box now. Runner on 1. None out here. Redcliffe looking to extend that 7-0 lead. That is a rocket. It's gone foul down third baseline. So you do a little bit of pitching. Have you ever found yourself in a bit of a tough situation like Townsville find themselves in here? You're a bit behind on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I have.
So is there anything you try and do or focus on? Do you try and sort of focus on your own routine or?
I try to focus on communicating with the field and hitting my spots.
Yep. Just focus on your own job. That's a good throw out to 2. They've got her at second base. Have another look at this one on the replay for those at home. She swung at a pretty average pitch. It was low and outside. Takes off, goes for the throw. And yeah, the slide was just a bit late and tagged her in the head. As we see, a little error. That was a hard hit to shortstop. And ground safe to 1 there for Marley McGee. We'll bring in Lily Evans for Redcliffe. So you sort of hitting corners and that sort of thing. Have you started working on any change in pace or movement with your pitching, or?
Yeah, I love my change up. And I've done a few change ups in this tournament that have got batters.
Yep. I call them a dirty pitch because it's quite dirty for the batters to try and hit that change up. It can be very effective. So you sort of happy to rely on your catcher to call for you? Do you have a good relationship with them, or?
Yes, I do. I love my catcher and I always rely on her to call and I trust her to call the right signals.
So do you sort of have one main catcher in your Ipswich team or your clubland that you sort of work with the most, or?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, who's that?
Her name's Gabby.
Okay, yep. And she's playing for Ipswich here?
Yes,
is that right?
she is.
Yep. Lily Evans in the batter's box at the moment.
That's Layla.
Layla, sorry. Layla Spooner. She rockets that over shortstop's head. Oh, it's a little fumble in centre field as well. That will allow the runners to get an extra base. Good base running there from the young players.
That was a beautiful hit by Layla.
Amazing job there to get it over the infield and find some grass. Like you were saying earlier, the ball really pulls up with this longer grass in the outfield though. So Chloe Finn next in the batter's box. Up and inside for a ball. Have you guys played Redcliffe yet in the tournament?
No, we're about to play them next.
Oh, so you're gathering some information here and work out what you're going to do?
Yep.
See how you can beat them? I've been told to ask you about the drop bears. What's the drop bears? I have no idea what this is about. As we see that one hit out to left field, over the infield, short of the outfield yet again. Another base hit.
So the Drop Bears is a team going to America later this year in July.
Oh, okay. So is it an age group team or?
There's a few age groups. There's under 14s, which Layla Spooner, who is on third base right now, and I are playing in, and a few other girls at this tournament.
Oh, okay. And is it a bit of a tour around US? Are you going to one town?
There's a few cities and states that we're going to.
Oh, wow. And obviously the Drop Bears is the nod to your Aussie. It's an Aussie-based side, is that right? Yeah. Well, that's extremely exciting. Is it your first trip overseas or?
No, I've been a few places. I went to Hawaii a little while ago.
A lovely ground out holiday. Fun or softball?
That was fun, and then I also went to Koshi, which is in Japan, last year,
Yep.
and for a softball tournament, and that was really fun.
Awesome softball. Is that with Softball Queensland or?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, awesome. Any of the girls playing here that you went to Japan with, or?
Yep. There is a few of them.
Yeah. As we see another ground foul from number 5. Is that Addison Wilkie in the batter's box? Is that Addison Wilkie in the batter's box? It is Isabella King. We are back to the top of the order here. Redcliffe are just slowly piling on the runs. Making it a bit difficult for Townsville, but they're working hard. They do have 2 outs. One thing we've noticed here as we're watching a few of the games, as we see a great hit, shortstop, a little fumble. Can she still get it? No, not in time. Good stretch there on first, but just couldn't get the out. Noticing that 3rd out is a little bit difficult for the teams across everyone.
Yeah.
You're sort of noticing that a little bit while you're playing?
Yeah.
I've seen some of the Ipswich games. You guys have put a lot of runs on teams in the bottom of the innings with 2 outs. So have you been working very hard on your batting?
Yes, we have.
Yeah?
Every Tuesday night.
Tuesdays? And do you mix it up? Do you do a bit of the short stuff as well as the big hitting, or?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. 1-1 the count here. This is Lily Austin in the batter's box. We've got runners on 1 and 2 with 2 out though. So Townsville just need 1 out to shut this innings down if they can do it. That one is up now the zone for a ball. Two balls, no strikes is the count. There's the first strike. 2-1 now. Rockets that one up first baseline, but that is also going foul. The Japan trip you were talking about that you went on, was that delayed? Was that the delayed trip?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, so because there was one a few years ago, I believe, that was delayed because of COVID. Then they've had to redo it, but nice to see the travel is allowed and you guys can get out there and get some experiences over in Japan.
Yeah, it's so beautiful in Japan.
See a drop 3rd strike here, throws out, gets the put out at 1. That will be the 3rd out. So we are going to head into the bottom of 2. Townsville have an uphill battle ahead of them. They are trailing Redcliffe 10-0. We are getting back underway, and Emily English for Redcliffe is getting a well-earned break. She comes out of the pitching lineup. As we see, straight away, ground ball to shortstop, fires it across, and one pitch out. Great work there from the Redcliffe team. So Peyton Baker batting there for Townsville. So Sierra Welsh has come in for Emily English. Is that her name? Yep. Next into bat is the left-hander for Townsville as she watches that first one go through for a strike. Sorry, I'm just going to have a negative shout-out to the Townsville scorer, Steve Lawrence. You've killed me with the lineup, buddy. So, you have absolutely done a number on us. I know our commentating's pretty rubbish, but that takes us to a whole new level there. We do know Steve. We are good friends with Steve. He is one of the coaches at our clubland at Panthers in Brisbane. Shout out to Panthers. Always got a shout out to them. He's done a dirty on us. He sent us the wrong lineup. So apologise to every single Townsville player who we misnamed. Not our fault. Blame Steve. As that is a swing and a miss from the number 22 for Townsville. That is Mason Renetz in the batter's box. Apparently she was correctly written in the lineup. The other 8 were just wrong. So low and in the dirt for another ball. So, Clubland, you play at Ipswich?
I play at Ipswich and Redlands.
And Redlands as well. So, what clubs do you associate with at those two associations?
At Ipswich, I play for Raiders and Black Cats.
Uh-huh.
And then out at Redlands, I now play for Raiders.
Yep. So, I did play for Raiders many years ago when I played a season or two out at Ipswich. So, one of our volunteers over here, Katie Broom, one of the Raiders alumni. Is she an original Raider? Original Raider, getting the nod there. So, I think you're showing your age by saying that. As we see a called third strike. That was high and in. Let us know what you think. Would you have had a swing at this pitch if we have a look at the replay here? You can see it on this screen. What do you reckon? You reckon you would have had a chop at this one with 2 strikes on you? Was that a bit high for you, maybe?
I'm very tall, so I probably would have had a go at it.
That's fair enough. As we see a catch, and that is 3 up, 3 down. A great innings for Redcliffe. So that ends the second innings. We're going into the top of 3 with Redcliffe leading Townsville 10-0.
My past is filled with things I won't forget. I used them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time.
We're heading into the top of 3. Redcliffe leading Townsville 10-0. We've had a change in commentary here. Coming in is the one we gave plenty of flack to in the last game. Are you coach or assistant coach? I have to ask.
I'm an assistant coach.
Assistant coach of the girls Ipswich under-16s. We've got Jess Rhodey here with us. And I did mention it in that game. We've got an under-23 national champion for Queensland. Got an open national champion for South Australia. You got picked up for South Australia.
Yeah, I did.
Was that quite sweet, those two victories?
It was a very good Christmas.
Very good, yeah, it was
Very
either
Christmas.
side of Christmas, wasn't it? Yeah. We were fortunate enough to stream the 23s grand final. I have to admit, I didn't think you guys were going to get there early. You fell behind early in that game.
We're known for being stubborn. You can never count us out, that's for sure. Like, the 23s girls that we've been together for about 3 years now altogether. So, great bunch of girls.
Yeah.
And we don't die. We just don't die, just keep grinding and always trying to get that hungry win.
I'm trying to think. There's not a lot aging out of that yet either, is there?
There's 4 of us aging out,
Oh,
so
okay.
there's... Yeah, so this...
Oh, you're out?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm done now.
You're old. See you later. Yep.
Honestly, so there was myself, Mackenzie Peebles, Hira Kurahara, and Nicole Conacher have all aged out now,
Oh, okay.
23s. But the rest of them, they're still there, so...
Yeah, well, and I tell you what a way to go out of the 23s.
Yeah, it was very fortunate to be with a good bunch of girls over the last 4 years. 4 years and 4 national championships for Queensland and under 23 age bracket.
Incredible there for Queensland, especially showing the boys how it's done a little bit too, I think.
Oh, actually, I think between the boys and us, we've had 7 or 8 national championships in the under 23 age bracket in the last 4 years.
It's insane. Absolutely incredible talent coming through here in Queensland as a bird comes into our dugout. Jeez. Yeah, if you got any highlights that you can think of from that 23s, anything that stood out?
Oh, probably just being with the girls, honestly. Like, last
Yep.
year is always something you really want to cherish, and winning's just like the cherry on top. But
Yep.
honestly, just being able to come back and do it all at home in Queensland and
Yep.
with all our friends and families coming to watch us was really just probably the best part about it.
Yeah, yep. Now, who were your coaches for the 23s? Remind me.
For 23s, we had Anne Vogler. Oh my god, I'm having a blank.
Anne
Oh my
Vogler.
God.
That's what I wanted to confirm.
Yeah.
Anne Vogler's I wouldn't say she's a friend of the channel. She's probably a foe of the channel. She had a little bit of stick because I called her an old girl in a few games when we were streaming Brisbane finals. She missed the part where I said the old girl still got it. She just read the old girl bit. Now, you know Anne a little pretty well now. How do you reckon she's going to take that?
If I know her, she'll probably tune out very quickly.
Yeah.
But no, Boggy, she's great. She's awesome. I'd love to have her again as a coach. I rate her very highly.
She's got an incredible, I'm going to call it a softball brain. She just seems to know the game so well. Has those nuances, even at her ripe old prime age. Not going to mention what it is.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Just the smarts when it comes to simple things like base running, stealing those extra bases.
Oh.
Does she work on that sort of stuff with you girls a lot?
Oh,
or-
100%. Like, she made a point of during our ramp up through for nationals to actually work on like speed and base running technique and all
Yep.
like the finicky kind of technical stuff that
Yeah.
you'd love to see, like all the 1%ers in the game that you wish you could always get done correctly straight up, but unfortunately don't always happen. But
Yeah. Now I'm gonna turn across to, even though you went across and played for South Australia, the Nationals. I've got this image in my head. I was watching the streaming, and there was a Jess Rhodey out in right field. It took a diving catch, jumps up, and sends an absolute rocket across the third base, I believe.
I think there were 2 different plays, but
2 different plays. I'm just gonna combine them to make them amazing. We're getting pointed at something.
We're getting an official visit down at this.
Oh, we've had an official protest here, so that's the delay. So we're just going to keep talking a bit of crap here while they work out what's left from right. It's probably something to do with Steve Lawrence's scorecard, let's be honest.
oh, it looks like there's an SQI rep down there just quietly.
Yeah, I think my understanding is if there is a protest, the game has to be stopped. They have to sort it out on the spot, which is what they are doing now. That looks like Alan Walsh.
Alan Welsh and Mitch Crawford.
Down there.
Yeah.
Mitch helped us out getting the power and stuff to our feed here on day one because he's tall and he can reach the switches.
He's just a big teddy bear, Mitch.
He really
honestly.
is. They're both Ipswich based, Alan and And Mitch,
Alan's
what?
actually Redcliffe based.
Oh, okay.
Mitch is out at Ipswich, but Alan is an umpire up at. I think he's actually the chief umpire out at Ipswich, Redcliffe.
Yeah, I think he's going to be chief umpire for an upcoming tournament if he's not this one or the next one maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah, I'm sure Alan just got something in the world baseball softball levels or something along those lines. So, but yes, I've clearly meshed the two plays into one. Going back to the Nationals, I just remember an absolute rocket from right field all the way to third base for a pick-off, someone going 1-2-5. Do you remember the play I'm talking about?
I do. It's actually funny. The lovely lady I threw out at third base, I actually played with her during winter season at Redlands.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Who was it?
Millie McCurry.
Oh!
Her and I have been batting 1-2 the last season at Redlands together. And, she lived in Vic, but she's moved up here to be with her partner, James Purcell.
Yep.
Oh
my god, does that just make it extra sweet? Just keep reminding her of it every chance you see her?
It was very awkward at the time because I was chatting to her after. She's like, I didn't want to go, but I had to go. But no, it was a really fun tournament. Just being able to go back to right field. I used to play right field years ago, and it was just nice to go back to my roots.
Yeah, I saw you. I remember you catching a few of the 23s in the previous years. Sort of transition back to that outfield a little bit.
Oh, it was just easier. Like a lot of the girls coming up and through, they catch a lot more frequently than what I do.
Yep.
And it's just I like right field. I
Oh,
really
fair
do.
enough.
I really like
It is a tough position to play. The ball's often not coming off the bat cleanly.
No, it's definitely not your run of the mill easy play type of position, but it's always fun. You always get to do the 9 to 5 type of
Yeah,
thing.
9 to
like,
3 is
yeah.
the glory position. We've
Yeah.
almost seen a couple in this game. Saw a couple
definitely.
almost in your Ipswich team
Yeah,
as well.
I was really proud of the girls for actually taking that initiative to even try those types of plays. Because they're not the ones that you traditionally think of as a put out, do you?
You don't really tend to practice those too much in
Really,
in
no.
training. Well, look, I akin it to a Masters out. So you go to the old over 35s tournaments, and the 9 to 3 is like the pinnacle play that you're aiming for.
Oh, 100%. Isn't that if you get out, you got to skull one back in the dugout?
Absolutely, wouldn't do things like that though. That's no, couldn't do things like that.
Not at this age bracket, but once you get to Masters, though,
Yeah.
different
Masters,
story.
softball's just a byproduct of. It's just an excuse to a weekend hanging out with all your mates.
Exactly.
That's what Masters is all about.
Can't wait for that. I'm 12 years off.
But who's counting?
Oh, not me.
So, was that your first time playing for South Australia? at the
Yeah, it
23s?
was.
Did you know any of the girls going in, or?
I knew 2.
Oh, fair enough. Lovely team by the looks of it.
Oh, beautiful girls. Honestly, they were so welcoming to me and so kind. It was honestly probably one of the best experiences I've had at a
that's
nationals
amazing.
tournament before.
Look, as much as it was great to see you in the South Australian colours, I think personally I'd love to see you back in the Queensland colours again soon.
I've had a lot of comments about that.
So, but just good to see people out on the field as we see Townsville just come in. This is Darren Sibra is there with the umpires. It looks like there is something wrong with the card. Not sure. I have to admit, didn't read up on the rules coming into this too much. I saw how long the games go for, and that's about as far as I went. So we'll see what Darren Sibra has to say here.
Well, if there's an official protest, there must be something a bit off going on down there, I would assume.
I would have to assume, it sounds terrible, but I'd have to assume the official protest is from Townsville, given the scoreline. Whether Redcliffe would worry about it.
I don't know.
So
Helen Marie Butler, she's the Redcliffe head coach. She's very savvy with the rules.
Fair enough.
She's a very, very smart lady. Along with Nicole Brody over on the Townsville side, they're both very switched on coaches in their own respect. So quite frankly, either one of them could be protesting
Yeah.
anything.
and in the end, the rules are the rules. They're pretty clearly laid out, especially for this level of tournament. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. Not sure exactly what's going on. I think Redcliffe would have to be one of the teams to beat in this tournament so far, from what we've seen.
Most definitely. Redcliffe is definitely one of the associations that are strong through all their age groups, both men and women. So
Yes. Yep.
always a team to look out for at these types of tournaments.
But we might just flick to an ad break and see what happens here. Hang with us, folks. We'll let you know as soon as we know what's going on.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've already know, yeah. I think that we've already know. break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're
Alright,
not
looks like the protest has been sorted. We're going to see if we can get some information about what happened. We're stabbing in the dark. We're thinking some sort of a legal re-entry or substitution of some kind. But either way, we have got play back underway. Hopefully soon shutting a gate. We are back underway. Who's leading off? Number 28 for Redcliffe, Bella Taylor Rose in the batter's box. That is up and in for ball one. Have you guys played Townsville yet? Ipswich?
Yeah, so we actually played them our third game yesterday.
Yeah. Have a victory or?
It was a very interesting game.
Yeah.
They got off to a flyer. They scored 10 runs in the first inning.
Wow.
And then it was a very, very back and forth game. it tightened up very quickly though. I think the end score ended up 14-13 from recollection after 5 innings.
Oh wow, you guys got the chocolates?
Yes,
Oh,
we did.
Didn't do it the easy way,
No,
but got it in the end.
Look, you got to do it the hard way, don't you? A lot of our games so far have been definitely like come from behinds. So hopefully, when we play Redcliffe next time slot, we can break that.
Start strong and sort of work your way through the game, perhaps.
Oh, 100%. Makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, definitely seen it throughout the tournament. All the teams, that third out seems to be quite elusive. So you can get 2 outs, but then the 2-down rallies go hard.
Oh, look, 2-down rallies are always a fun thing to chirp on as a batting team. It's very much a thing that people take great pride in.
Foul tip there. That should be the 3rd strike, I believe. It certainly
yeah.
is. And she is out there. So 1 away here. Townsville getting an early out. That will bring in not Emily English. Sierra Welsh, who came in for Emily English. To wind up. And a little pop straight back to the pitcher, though. This is a quick innings from Townsville. Despite the fast start early in the game from Redcliffe, Townsville are fighting back well here. That's one of the things I like about these under-16s and under-14 tournaments. No lead is big enough.
Oh, no, definitely not. 100%. Especially when you got to complete the innings.
Yes, yep. So the rules are hour and a half games, but once you start an innings, you've got to finish it. The hour 25 mark is when they decide. That is skewed out to
she gonna
left
get
field.
Oh,
good
great catch.
That was 3 up, 3 down. Townsville have absolutely come out and just said to Redcliffe, do your worst. And they have put them up 3 up, 3 down. So we're going to the bottom of 3 with Redcliffe leading Townsville 10-0.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, sitting right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my
Back underway here in the bottom of the 3rd. Erin Borison stepping in for Townsville. Just got word it wasn't actually an official protest, and us giving banter to the Townsville scorer Steve Lawrence was totally justified because he handed the wrong card in to the umpires. So him in his effort to make us look very silly, which he did very successfully. We don't need your help doing that, Steve. We can look silly all on our own. But yeah, it was a mix-up. He actually handed over the wrong card to the umpires, so that's why the confusion around where the players were. So they were just sorting that out as we see a ground foul up third baseline. So you're having any flashbacks to your own under-16 days coming back and coaching?
Most definitely. Well, when I was going through, it was 15 and 17.
Yes.
Actually,
Yep.
Years ago now.
Yep.
I'm too scared to say how many years ago it was, but
Not as many as me is what I can tell you. As we have a diving effort there, doesn't get it though, and we have a base hit. I believe that was Bridie Jenkins. Erin Borison did that one. Bridie Jenkins is next in the batter's box. No. Jaylee Sherwood sitting in the batter's box now. So we were just talking about, but I forgot to turn your mic on. You're under 15/17 days. Were you catching then?
I was doing a bit of everything.
Yeah. Jack of all trades.
Basically, still am today, but not so much as I was back then. But yeah, I'd flick between anything, basically catching, pitching on occasion.
I was
to
going to say,
outfield.
does anything include? Everyone usually says everything except pitch. But, yeah, you
No.
rolled your arm over a little bit as well.
Yeah, I do throw the ball underarm occasionally when we're desperate and we're extremely desperate.
Yep. That is grounded. Lovely hit through short and third base.
Townsville stringing together a couple of hits here. Might get a rally going.
Well, after 3 up, 3 down, this is a great comeback from them. Love to see them just put something on the board. Always a nice feeling to get something on the board at least. So, as we up and away, Jess might get a reprieve here. We're hoping to get Darren Sibra on the mic. He can explain a little bit of the goings on for this game, and he'll tell us the timings as well. So it might be handy for you with the next time slot here on this diamond.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll have to love and leave you guys pretty shortly to go help warm up our girls for the next game against Redcliffe. So I'll stay here and stalk them a little bit. I say stalk, but in saying that, they were watching us before, so it's tit for tat, quite honestly. Thanks, Helen.
Absolutely. So your junior days, Ipswich, rep?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been Ipswich my entire junior and most of my senior career.
Yep.
It's only recently that I'm still technically Ipswich, but I've purple passed out to Wynnum to play Open Women's in the A grade comp
Oh,
because
yeah,
Ipswich
fair
couldn't field an A grade side.
Yeah, yep.
So
Enjoy playing for Wynnum as well.
oh,
I'm guessing?
love them,
Yep,
love them.
Yep.
They're a great bunch of girls. I definitely stand out next to them. But they're very lovely. Love them to bits. Honestly, they're one of my favourite teams to play with every year.
Right, and that is up and away for a ball. That's ball 4. So we've got 2 base runners here, none out. and
Loaded
2
bases.
base runners. No, sorry,
Loaded
loaded.
bases.
Loaded bases and none out. And we're going to say
speak the
goodbye to
devil.
Jess, and we're going to put Darren in the hot seat.
Thanks for having me.
As we step in, next in the batter's box is Georgie Goodman. We'll let the mic go to Darren. And just hold it close to you. Yeah.
That way you look all professional.
Hi, welcome, Darren. Thanks for coming out. Just had a bit of a stoppage in play as we watch this great play there. Another out, but a run. Townsville have officially opened their account here. 10-1 and 1 away.
Oh, it was certainly very interesting. I got called to the diamond. Townsville, Maryborough had actually submitted. Townsville had submitted the wrong lineup card. They actually submitted the lineup card for the next time slot.
Oh no!
Well,
playing on what they thought was the right one.
So what you had was that Redcliffe had the lineup, and they were recording the plays against the players and the batters as if they were the correct batters, but they weren't.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, good catch there. Goes for the double and it gets it. So Redcliffe shut it down as we head into the top of 4. Redcliffe leading 10-1. So wrong right
lineup.
plays, wrong players.
Yeah. So Townsville only recognised that they were playing by the lineup they'd had for this game, which they told their scorer, when they went to make some substitutions and realised that the players that they were looking to do, when they told the plate umpire, they said those players are already playing.
Oh no!
And that's when they picked it up. And of course Townsville, I think, went into panic mode. They think, oh, hang on, this represents a forfeit, and I was called to the diamond. Really, because Redcliffe had the correct batting lineup, they had an opportunity to have an unreported player. They could have made an appeal at any of the times that those players were in the wrong part of the lineup.
Yep.
They didn't.
So
because they weren't appealed at the time, there was no penalty.
Yes.
We just married the 2 lineups together so that now Townsville have the correct lineup.
Yep.
A couple of positional changes and play on.
Yeah, so our poor scorers over here, Weezy was in panic mode. We thought Steve Lawrence was just doing a dirty on us, wanted to make us look a bit silly when he sent through that lineup.
So you would have got his.
I got his, which was
the wrong lineup from what the guys were playing in the game. So the umpire and Redcliffe had an alternate lineup, and that's the one that's been played.
They had the right one,
yes.
and Townsville had the wrong one.
Yeah, so batters 7 and 9, I think, were the players that were actually in the wrong area, and so now they've been brought into the game. So now they're playing by that lineup for the remainder. Well, let's hope so.
Hope so. Yeah, we'll see.
All right, lovely talking, guys.
Thank you very much for that.
getting underway here in the fourth innings. Lily Evans coming back into the batter's box. Swing for a strike.
Swing that one, Townsville on for a break and two out. Stop the fourth.
So once again, apologies to Peyton Baker, who
And pretty
has
much
been
everyone
pitching.
out there.
Yeah.
We got pretty much every position wrong. As we heard from Darren there, Redcliffe and the umpires were running off the correct lineup, but then Steve got his lineups mixed up and was running off the next game's planned lineup, which is what we were given as well. So because Redcliffe didn't protest, there's no penalties, they just fixed it up and we continue playing as normal.
Yeah. And that one
That
is
is a
sent
bomb of a
high.
hit out to left field. Good catch from Townsville. They are really coming back strong. This break has done them the world of good.
So Mason Renette's out in left field, which was the only position that I actually had correct in that whole Townsville lineup. Takes another great catch.
Next into bat is
Layla Spooner. Had a couple of hits out into left field so far. Turns it the other way this time round. Puts it out into centre right.
finds that gap between centre and right. Oh, she's gone for a throw.
Oh,
She's,
cheeky.
yeah. Oh, she's fallen over. Lucky. She didn't get the throw away. Tried to be a little bit too cheeky with that running, but a safe single to centre right in the end.
Poor Townsville getting some stick there. That was Ashland Island, who we originally had down as pitching. Clearly not, second base. And Chloe Finn in to bat next.
In the dirt, well picked
Well
up. She's
picked
going
up.
for the throw.
Oh.
Oh, there was no one there. Unfortunate. I think second and short each thought the other was going to get the throw, and she will go to 3.
Yeah, Spooner not wasting any time there, taking the extra base.
Redcliffe will be keen to try and get a couple of runners across the plate here in the top of the 4th. And that is inside for a called strike. Not sure if there's any updated game times. Obviously, it will depend on when this game finishes. But the game time was paused when... Although I don't think it was because it wasn't a protest. So it might still just be running to normal time. We'll have to wait and see. That is inside for a ball. So 2 and 1 is now the count. 1 and 2 even. Says the umpire. Ball 1, strike 2. This is Chloe Finn in the batter's box, is that right? Oh, what a hit out to left field. Lovely hit from Chloe Finn. She scores the runner and a single. Lovely job there from Chloe. Have another look at this shot. Absolutely beautiful. Just leant into it and turned on it. Absolute cracker of a shot. Next into bat is Addison Wilkie. So Redcliffe now up 11-1. And scoops that. Goes, oh, great effort from first base. Can't get to it though, and it goes foul.
So yeah, I should just quickly confirm for you out the lineup here. Peyton Baker in pitching, Georgie Goodman catching. First base is Zara Flegler. Second base, Ashland Island. Third base, Jaylee Sherwood. Shortstop, Kira Pierce. And in the outfield, Mason Renette's in left, Ramsey right centre, Erin Borison in right field. We did have Sarah O'Callaghan starting in centre field and Bridie Jenkins starting in right field, courtesy of that original mix-up. But all back where we should be.
and swings at that high one. That is the second out, courtesy of a K2.
So 2 away again here. Townsville have absolutely been keeping Redcliffe to account. Back up the top now though, Isabella King. Turns on at that one straight away but fouls it off behind.
So still with the runner on first.
Oh.
So apologies, Mike wasn't on there for reading through the Townsville lineup. We'll go through that in the change of innings, just to let you know where the Townsville players are. But pitching is, that's Peyton Baker pitching. Skews that one towards right field.
Oh, unfortunate. Had it and it just popped out of the glove.
Has gone to third base in the process. So runners on the corners. Great effort there from the current right fielder,
Erin Borison.
Erin Borison.
Yeah, hard luck there. Had it, tracked it well.
Still two down here in the top of the fourth.
May have just lost it in the sun poking through.
That is a rocketed foul up first base line for strike one.
Lily Austin coming into bat.
Up and over the zone. Oh, she's gone to two. With that runner on three, though, she's got protection. So runners on 2 and 3 now for Redcliffe, but 2 away here in the top of the fourth. Low in the dirt for a ball. Ball 2, strike 1. So, hopefully a slightly less stressed Wheezy back on the mic after one hell of a start to the game with God knows what was going on. We didn't know left from right out here.
No.
We're thinking we're going crazy, but it was just a mix-up.
To be fair, I already knew I was there, but it was just trying to work out the numbers, and they're not always the easiest to read when you're sitting right out the back, depending on the shirts.
Up and over the zone for another ball. So full count now, ball 3, strike 2. 2 out here. Big pitch coming up here for Peyton Baker. Looking over, you got no nails left. Just shoot them all off.
No.
Oh, great effort there from the pitcher. Can they still get the out? Yes, says the umpire. He will call it out. That will retire the side. We're going into the bottom of 4. Redcliffe leading Townsville 11-1. into it here, bottom of the fourth. Townsville, they need to put a run across the plate to keep this game alive, assuming we've got the score correct. And at this point, who knows what we've done?
I think I've got the score right.
Oh, look at you guys go. I don't have nothing to do with it, so I can't claim any, what do you call it? Can't lay claim to it.
Can't take the glory.
That's
Glory's all ours.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Look, sometimes Kate and I don't have the same score, but that's not the point. Yeah.
Between you, there's a score that could be correct. This is Zara Flegler in the batter's
Is it
box.
number 89?
It's 8 something, so I'm going to assume.
No.
And that is a dead ball. She hits it into her own leg, but in the batter's box, so that will be a strike. 2-2, the count.
Up high out of the zone there.
Full count now, ball 3, strike 2. They would desperately love to start with the base runner here, Townsville. Oh, lovely pitch there. Fouled off, count remains 3-2. Just see the sun drop behind the clouds here, an immediate drop in temperature as a result. Up and over the zone. That will be a walk. So Townsville get their wish. Their leadoff is on base. That will bring in number 17, Peyton Baker. I'm assuming. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Some dirt for a ball.
That will allow the runner to come around a second.
In the dirt, blocked. Thinks about going, but realizes the ball is at the feet of the catcher. And chooses to stay put. 2-0 now the count. So Redcliffe just struggling to finish this game off a little bit here. Townsville coming home strong ever since that break in play. Lovely pitch there for a called strike. Ball 2, strike 1, confirms Sue behind the plate.
Up high out of the zone. Baker just coming out of that 13 to 19 years schoolgirls competition recently held.
Oh, that's a lovely pitch for a second strike. Full count now, ball 3, strike 2.
Played with her older sister in that one, and it's the last time she and her sister will be able to play in the same comp because she'll have to wait now till opens.
And that is ball 4. So tough start here for Redcliffe with 2 walks in a row. Looks like we're going to see a coach make a visit. No, the play's still going. Oh, they're going to get her here.
Oh, gets
no.
in the rundown.
Gets up, but the runner scores. That's great play. That's what Townsville needed to keep the game going, was one run across the plate, and that's exactly what they've done.
Well done from Peyton
No,
Baker. No?
He's saying
Yeah,
save.
I thought she got back, but it's whether the tag was in the back on the way.
Oh, it definitely was. I'm not sure what's going on here.
All the things. I think this is a game of all the things.
That was definitely out. So either if the umpire maybe called time early, but if that's the case, the runners go back to 3.
Yeah.
So he's going to go back. He's going to make the call. Yep, it's out. So runner counts. Run home counts. Runner at 1 is out. Not a bad play from Townsville. Draw the play, allow that runner to get home.
Yep.
Gets rid of the mercy.
Yeah, needed the run.
And we're back into it here.
Mason Renetz comes in. Fouls that one off. So strike 1.
Up and away for a ball. 1-1 confirms plate umpire. Low dribbler up to shortstop. Chooses not to throw it because she was so close. So a safe hit to shortstop there.
So Mason opens her account with the bat in this game, getting herself safely onto first.
Next in is number 12, Ashlyn Island.
Yep. The second baser, not the pitcher.
Not for this game anyway.
Yeah,
Maybe the next one, from what I hear.
yeah. Hot tip for those playing at home. That one in the dirt.
And another one in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Runner will go to 2, so gets rid of that force. Two and 0, the count. 1 out for Townsville. Great little rally here with the bats, backing up that 3 up, 3 down innings.
Holds the hands back. No,
But it was a
doesn't.
strike.
Yeah.
Does hold the hands back.
Oh, it
Doesn't matter.
Was a strike.
Yep.
Look, I've even lost all of my screens. I'm relying purely on eyesight from the back of centre field at this point.
Up and away for a ball. And that will be 4-4, and another base runner. Makes it a little bit easier in some respects for Redcliffe now, with a forced 3 and 1 out. Have an opportunity to potentially roll a double.
Erin Borison steps on up.
In the dirt, gets away, and quick as you like, that force is gone again. Lovely base running there from the Townsville youngsters. Grounds that one foul up third baseline. 1-1 now the count. So we're getting beyond the regulation time, so we'll find out at the end of this innings whether they play through or not, whether time was paused, or whether it's play on at normal time.
So going through for another strike there.
Goes for the low inside, can't find it though. 2-2 now the count. Goes for that outside again, can't find it. So full count now. Just struggling to get some consistent string of strikes together here. Not doing a bad job, but Townsville very disciplined in the box.
And Sierra puts that one on the outside.
And that will load the bases up. So loaded bases, 1 out here. Home and 1 will be the play. See if they close the diamond up. Looks like they have shortstop. When we say close the diamond up, shortstop and second base come inside the line so that they can get the throw home in time for the out, as that one is hit into the leg for strike 1.
Sherwood back to the batter's box to have another go.
And gets away, but not far enough to allow that runner to come home.
Sherwood with the hit out to left field last time. Sure, she would be stoked to put it there again.
Slow roller to shortstop, picks it up, goes for the out at 1 and gets it. So another run across the plate, but 2 down now for Townsville. was a good play from the shortstop. Realised she wasn't going to get the throw. Catcher wasn't in position in any way, shape or form. Good call from the shortstop. She was standing behind the plate just watching, did not realise what was going on, and coach has come out to have a bit of a chat to her about it by the looks of it.
Yeah. But yeah, good heads-up play from Isabella King there on shortstop. Knew she needed an out, and that was going to be more important than not one at all.
Got a conversation here between head coach for Redcliffe and the umpires. Not sure exactly what that's about.
I wonder if they're asking the question about game time,
No.
but they still have an out.
Either way, they got to finish this innings, even
Exactly.
if it's past game time.
Yep.
So once you start an innings, you get to finish it. So Townsville have the chance to just keep rolling here. 2 away, runners on 2 and 3, stepping into the batter's box.
Ramsey right.
Full one there on right.
And as you said, because once they start it, they have to finish it, even just one base at a time. If Townsville can keep rolling it,
And goes that outside corner and finds that outside corner. There's a 1-1 count now. Yeah, they can keep rolling this as long as they need to. But Redcliffe have 2 out. So they only need 1 more out and this innings is done. Ball 2, strike 1. Up and over for another ball.
good to see Ashlyn Island down there on third base. Massive jump on that one, because if that went over the head or away from the glove, she was coming home.
3-1 the count. They make it 4. That is another walk and loaded bases again.
Takes us back up the top of the lineup.
Number
Two
60
away.
in the batter's box.
Yeah, Georgie Goodman stepping in.
She is
Oh,
shot
plucked
down.
out of the air. Lily Austin there on third base pulls that one down for the third out.
And it looks like the time was paused because they're continuing on. No, it looks like time and game has been called. As we have a look at that replay, plucked out of the air nicely by third base. That gets the fourth out, just to be sure. But it looks like time and game has been called. Cheers are happening. So Redcliffe, after a stop-start with some technical issues, have come away with victory, beating Townsville 11-3.
Yep. And that means
We're just checking to see if it is time and game. Townsville have come out to do the cheers. They're like, yeah, we're done. Redcliffe, on the other hand, are all sitting in the dugout, ready to bat again. You'd think if Townsville, the team who are behind on the scoreboard, are like, yeah, we're good, it'd be time and game. But they're coming out to bat, Redlands.
Redcliffe.
Redcliffe.
The other red. So close together.
Yeah, it's so far apart on the map. I tell you what, if they've got to wait till within 5 minutes of the innings, by the time they work out when within 5 minutes of the innings is, it probably will be within 5 minutes of the innings.
I don't think any of us wrote down the stop and start time, so we've got
Absolutely
no
not.
idea.
Look, in the end, it's the two people in the blue shirts that make the final call.
Exactly.
I wouldn't think the fact that the team who have not come away with chocolates are the ones that were ready to end the game. There we go. Game is officially being called by the blue. The team who was behind on the scoreboard were happy for it to be time and game. So
Very true.
we're done now. That's official. Redcliffe have beaten Townsville 11-3. We will be back at 4 o'clock for Redcliffe to take on Ipswich. Thank you for tuning in for that stop-start topsy-turvy game. We'll be back shortly.
All the things.
Of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive.